What's the deal, boys? It's UFC Fight Night Vancouver. I'm here to give you guys my best picks, my locks of the week. I'm going to build a parlay with you guys just like every other week. Normal stuff, normal things. The main event this weekend is RDR versus Brendan Allen. Now, we thought it was going to be RDR versus Anthony Hernandez. I'm big on Anthony Hernandez. I thought Anthony Hernandez was going to get this done and then instantly shoot to go fight Khamzat Chimaev. Now, who I wanted to fight Khamzat, I'm glad you asked. It's Paulo Costa. I want Paulo Costa to fight Khamzat Chimaev. But in reality, it should be Renier de Ridder if he gets his W. Now, Renier de Ridder and Khamzat Chimaev have trained previously before. They used to be training partners. Same with him in DDP. All right? RDR, DDP, both have acronyms for names or acronyms or three letters. There's a lot of similarities here. I wonder if Khamzat's going to put him in a crucifix. Now, I might be counting out Brendan Allen a little too soon, but if you look at the odds, I'm so stupid. I was changing it through OBS. If you just look at the odds to pick them, I don't agree with these odds. Not even at all. I thought that Renier de Ridder was going to be a minus 400, minus 300. Brendan Allen is coming off of a win, I'm pretty sure, right? Let's triple check that. Brendan Allen coming off of a win? Question mark? Yeah, against Marvin Vettori. For whatever reason, that fight always slips my mind. That last fight that he had with Marvin Vettori, those dudes did not like each other. It was a banger. Wasn't really close. I mean, Marvin is just a monster and has a chin. You cannot really put him down. Like, you're forced to fight Marvin Vettori for 15 minutes. There's nothing you could do right there. But Brendan Allen previously is coming off of a 3-fight losing streak, but you can't really take anything away from him. I mean, Anthony Hernandez, fluffy, absolute savage. Nasruddin Imavov, absolute savage. And previously to that, he lost to Chris Curtis all the way back in 2021, and I'm pretty sure that was a different weight class. But this might really be the career resurgence of Brendan Allen if he gets it done. But this is going to be 5 long, hard rounds. I don't think that Brendan Allen has fought 5 rounds in a gang. Well, no, this was a... No, he hasn't fought 5 rounds in a gang of time, right? Cejudo versus Song. Imavov versus Allen. 3 rounds. Yeah, he hasn't fought 5 rounds in a gang of time. Now, RDR used to be champion of ONE MMA. He's a grappling kind of dude. He's long, he's lanky, he's tall. There's a weird portion thing going on with his body. But RDR has been able to go 5 rounds, decision unanimous right here. 5 rounds? 5 rounds, decision. Yeah, he has fights that have gone 5 rounds. Multiple fights that have gone. Oh, that was 3 rounds. What the hell? All right, RDR getting it done. RDR was out there really getting some shit done over there in ONE MMA. Hey, ONE Championship, RDR was tearing the walls down at ONE Championship. I really do think hey, this would be his 4th fight this year. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would be his 4th fight. He's coming off of beating up Bo Nickel and Kevin Holland, my two least favorite fighters in the division. Bo Nickel shouldn't even be in the division. He should be at 155. Now, I know I'm skipping a division. 170 is below us, but he has the same build as Marticios Gamrot. For being real here, he deserves to be at 155. Cut some weight, fat boy. But anyways, RDR struggled a little bit in his last fight against Robert Whittaker. Now, Robert Whittaker, at 1 minute face crank against Khamzat Chimaev. I'm really looking at the differences. I'm doing some MMA math, and Khamzat Chimaev took him out of there in the first round. Robert Whittaker lost his teeth. Right? Renier de Ridder took him to a split decision. It was a very close fight. I don't think it deserved a split, though. Renier won that. But I don't know, man. Brendan Allen's a savage. He's tall. He's lanky. He doesn't really have any submission losses. Dude's kind of a savage in submission area. 56% of wins come via submission. 14 wins via submission. Doesn't really like to see the judges. I don't know, man. This is kind of, the more that I'm looking into this fight, it's kind of a toss-up in the air between Renier de Ridder and Brendan Allen. Like, this is great matchmaking on the UFC's part. Great, fantastic matchmaking to do. But I'm going to honestly go with RDR. I'm not really taking a risk here and going RDR. The money's going with RDR. The fan base is going with RDR. But Don't be surprised if Brendan Allen comes with a little bit of a shocker. I mean, I don't think he can. I don't think he has the gas tank too. I'm just a little confused on why. I just find it funny because we do these like specialized cards, right? Like we're in Vancouver, right? The main event is not a Canadian. I mean, Brendan Allen looks Canadian, sure. And Renier de Ridder is from Netherlands, right? Yeah. If he was French, I would kind of see the connection there. But I'm gonna go RDR here. I don't really think that's that big of a risk to take. He's minus 198, which is it's not bad. Better than being minus 200. A weird money line. It's definitely moving with the money. It's most definitely moving with the money. Let's see where everybody's who is everybody betting on Tapology? 93% de Ridder. All right, so we're not really taking any risks here. But I'm not trying to count Brendan Allen out all the way, but I don't know. Bro has never made it to the 5th round club. This is a 5-round fight. RDR might really put that pressure on him, that pace on him. Normally I say things like, oh, Brendan Allen's been in the UFC longer. He has more experience, but RDR in reality has more experience. He has more tools in the box. Why is his Tapology? Okay, why is this Tapology picture like deep fried for him? What was going on there? Whatever. Co-main event. And normally we do the main event last. I don't know. Someone was telling me to do that main event right there, boys. But we have Kevin Holland versus Mike Malott. Now, Kevin Holland is coming off of a loss against Daniel Rodriguez. He was not supposed to lose this fight. He's pretty pissed off that he lost this fight. He was a sizable favorite going into this. Yeah, minus 605. Going into this fight against Rodriguez. I betted on this. I told you guys, hey, do not count out anybody who's facing Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland has no heart in him. Zero heart. You give him a little bit of fight, he is tapping out. Fight's over. Like Derek Lewis, he's like, hey, I didn't sign up for this shit. I'm a journeyman. I don't want to be a champion. Like, that's what Kevin Holland has going on. Just keep that in mind, okay? Kevin Holland, who just came off of a loss, where he was a minus 650 favorite. We got that? Are we all right? Okay. Now, Kevin Holland is 28-14. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. He's a literal journeyman. Mike Malott, Canadian, 12-2. Gonna have the home field advantage. Only time he has lost a fight. The only time he has lost a fight is from getting knocked out. Is from getting his clock cleared. Right? He has won every other way. He's knocked people out. He has submitted people. He has seen the judges. But the only path to victory against Mike Malott is turning him off. You know who I do not think can turn him off? Kevin Holland. Now, I do think Kevin Holland is sneaky with his submission game. I think that maybe he might be able to catch my boy Mike Malott. Like you see like the Anaconda shot right there. He is a little sneaky, but I think Mike Malott is going to get this done, man. I am so anti-Kevin Holland. I do not like that fucking guy. Not even a little bit. Very happy he's the underdog. He really should be. You just came off of a fight where you lost when you were a minus 650 favorite. We are going to go with my boy Mike Malott. Minus 118. Not bad. So, hey, 2-pick parlay so far. Renier de Ridder, Mike Malott. Plus 178. Not so bad. Not so bad. Now, we're looking at the odds for the next fight. It's pretty much even money, and I don't really understand why. Now, yeah, Marlon Chito Vera got thrown to the top of the division when he fought Sean O'Malley. Boosted his rank. I would love to find out what rank he was when he fought Sean O'Malley. I could definitely do some research and figure that out, but after he fought Sean O'Malley and got terrorized in that octagon, they kept him at the higher end of the division, and that's what made him fight Davison Figueiredo, which was a thrashing inside of the octagon. And now they have him fighting Amin Zabi. Amin Zabi has some good W's on his resume. He's coming off of a really close fight against Jose Aldo. It doesn't look like it was close, because decision unanimous. But hey, that fight was close. This is the guy who retired Jose Aldo, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Zabi. Yep. Pedro Munez he beat. Ricky Turcos I really like there. Lost to Vince Morales. I mean, where is Vince Morales now? And lost to Richard Ramirez, which is like, where look at Richard Ramirez's resume. Little iffy. A little iffy. But I think this dude is going to go out there, try to show some skill. I mean, Marlon Chito Vera, he's a dog. You're not turning that dude's lights out. Good luck submitting him too. You're just gonna have to fight him for fucking you. There's some people where they put you in the cage with, and you're just like, all right, I have to fight this dude for 15 minutes. I have to fight this dude for 15 minutes, no matter what I throw at him. This is a scrap. That is gonna be Marlon Chito Vera. Good luck. I'm still I don't know. I was kind of on the fence with Aman Zabi. I don't really know. But bro's over here, he literally said in an interview, I believe it was with MMA Junkie. He said, yeah, with Maran being so active, if he beats Peter Yan in December, I could be in line for a title shot after a good win against Chito Vera. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck what planet did you just land from, bro? Like, are we being serious here? So, hey, maybe he's a little shot out. I don't really know what's going on over there, but I think I'm going to ride with Chito Vera. I think I'm going to ride with Chito Vera. I mean, he's at the top of the division. Not the top, but he's in, like, the higher echelon of the division where he should not be. Absolutely not. He got that, luckily, from a freak win against Sean O'Malley. I don't think Amin Zabi's cut to do this. I mean, I just showed you 2 losses on his resume. One dude is basically 50% wins, 50% losses, and another dude is like 16-8. I mean, the 16-8 record is not that bad, but when you look at his UFC record, he's 1-4 in his last 5. So I'm gonna go Marlon Chito Vera here. I mean, your last 2 losses being Sean O'Malley and Davidson Figueiredo. That's real. Hey, that's not that bad. Or worse. Look at Bo Nichols' resume. All right, there's worse things going on in other people's lives. All right, so we're gonna crack Marlon Chito Vera plus 105. We're looking at a plus 470 parlay off the bat. This is beautiful right here. We might have to end locks of the week right here because this is solid. This is solid. This is run this. Run this, and we're going to build a further parlay, but I would put most of my bread on this. I am going to put most of my bread on this, and we're just going to build a lottery parlay, as some would call it. A few more legs, all right? We got to get my picks out there into the world. Hey, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, all right, man? I love doing these MMA. I do them every single day. I don't care if nobody watches them. I will do them for myself. I need somebody to talk to about the UFC. My girlfriend doesn't know anything about it, all right? I drive her crazy, so, I just need somebody to talk to about this shit. Next fight is Mignon Varrot versus Jasmine Judavaki. Listen, if you watch this channel for a little bit, if you're one of the 320 goblins we have on staff, do not bet on women's MMA. The odds makers don't know what they're doing, and the women in there do not know what they're doing either. So it's just a clown show. I would stay away from it. That's my personal sorry boys. That's my personal advice to you guys. Stay away from betting on women's MMA. Just cut it out. So that's our end of the main card. 4 fights on the main card. A little questionable, but it's all right. Cody Gibson versus a dude with literally one name. Not a first name, not a last name. This might even be his nickname. Bro is 25-12. What a little iffy. 8 losses via decision. 8. How does lost to Cody Durden, lost to Amin Zabi, lost to Raul Rojas Jr. Oh, I remember this. I remember this loss. I bet on you, and you just got mollywopped by Raul Rojas Jr. Oh, I am not betting on you. Bro, what? I mean, yeah, but Cody Gibson's coming off of a loss against Damone Blackshear, but it's fucking Damone Blackshear, bro. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Look at this. Cody Stamann, Cody Gibson. Who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like, my boy Damone Blackshear has some solid win. Every time I look at a prospect, for whatever reason, they lost to Damone Blackshear. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? Lost to Brad Katona. He has some solid losses. Bro has faced some competition, I'm not going to lie. Dang, Brad Katona on your first fight ever in the UFC is a little rough, bro. Decision unanimous. Miles Johns. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. This guy only... Oh, hey, if Brad was black, I was about to say this dude only loses to black guys, bro. We might have to... Hey. Well, hey, this dude's Asian. He's fighting an Asian. I don't know. But I was like, bro, you've lost to Damone Blackshear, Miles Johns, and I was like, is Brad Katona, African American? No, Brad Katona is a Canadian. All right, I'm pretty sure Brad Katona's on this card somewhere. But Cody Gibson via whatever, you know what I mean? Cody Gibson via whatever. This dude with one name, Ala George, just got thrashed by Raul Rojas. I'm not putting my faith in you. Absolutely not, bro. Like, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Kyle Nelson. Can we restart that? Kyle Nelson versus Matt Steamroller Favola, bro. I am heavy on Matt Steamroller Favola, but he's really just not been doing well. Look at that saucy Tapology picture. He just hasn't been doing as well as I want him to. I mean, coming off of smacking Drew Dober out of the octagon round 1, you get head kicked by Benoit Saint Denis. And then Fares Zaim takes you out of there. I mean, that was a close fight. That was a close fight. Matt Steamroller for oh my goodness. Change the last name, bro. I'm just going to call you Matt. Now, Matt, I'm heavy on that, but Kyle Nelson, bro. Kyle Nelson is a different animal. I mean, he is coming off of getting starched in the first round by Steve Garcia, but that fight against Bill was pretty good, and I'm pretty sure I saw that fight against Blake. All right, man, but I think I'm going to have to go with my gut here and go Matt Steamroller Favola, bro. Bro trains with Merab Dvalishvili. Always see him in the little VODs and the little vlogs that they have going on. This is going to be a banger, though. More than likely, this is going to be fight of the night. Kyle Nelson versus Matt Favola. We're going to go Matt, though. I'm going Matt, man. Minus 118. That's not bad. We got a 5-pick parlay so far. That's not bad, man. That is not. There's so many good fights on this card, though. So many. Like, look at this three strip right here. Kyle Nelson versus Matt Favola. Charles Jourdain versus Davey Grant. What a banger. Bruno Silva versus Hong Sung Park. Banger. Like, just banger. Now, let's look at this Charles Jourdain versus Davey Grant fight. Charles Jourdain, 16-8, Canadian, by the way. Coming off of getting starched by Gene Silva. Split decision against Sean Woodson. I don't think that was a split decision, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But he guillotine chokes Victor Henry in his last fight. 1-2 in his last fight. Davey Grant beat up Damone Blackshear, beat up Ramon Tavares. Are we serious? We go Davey Grant. You go Davey Grant. Plus 142. And what fantasy land are the odd makers living in? Bro. Okay. That's I'll make my money. Hey, that's fine with me. Bruno Silva versus Hong Sung Park. Now, I thought Hong Sung Park, you guys might call me an idiot, but I thought Hong Sung Park was the turtle. I thought this dude was the Iron Turtle. I was wrong, bros. 10-1, coming off of a loss against Tatsuro Taira, which we saw that one coming. Tatsuro Taira is a nasty dude. What an absolute savage. He is fighting Bruno Silva, who, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really know how I feel about Bruno Silva, all right? Because there's like, if you look at his resume, Joshua Van. All right, cool. You lost to Joshua Van. Who in the division hasn't? Lost to Manuel Kepe. But this streak right here means nothing to me except for the Cody Durden fight. The Cody Durden starching was a little bit worrisome, but he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Hong Sung Park is coming off of fighting an animal in Tatsuro Taira. All right? I am heavy on Tatsuro Taira. Okay? As you could tell, I say his name correctly. I pronunciate it correctly. All right? But we're going to be going with Hong Sung Park here. I don't think Bruno Silva has what it takes, brother. I don't think Bruno Silva has what it takes. Now, the fight must be off because it's not. See, we did this last week. Oh, no. Yeah, it's off. Fight's off. Okay, hey. You heard it here via DraftKings. It's not on when it's not on DraftKings, that means the fight's off, and they just haven't told us yet. That happened last week with the with Johnny Walker's brother. Why can't I remember his Walter Walker with Walter Walker's fight? It wasn't on DraftKings, and then literally like 5 hours later, they're like, "Oh, Muhammad Usman pulls out a fight," and I'm like, "Damn it! I need to be just searching the DraftKings reports, and then we could just be breaking fight news." All right. I'm a little upset though. That upsets me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That upsets me a little bit, but it's all right. Danny Barlow versus Jordan Santos. This is gonna be a banger, man. I like Danny Barlow. I'm a Danny Barlow fan, bro. I've seen every single time he fought. Didn't really like that loss against Sam Peterson. That was kind of rough. You didn't really look like you belonged in that fight against Sam Peterson. Kind of broke you. I'm not gonna lie. Coming off of a loss like that is a little spooky. Jordan Santos, though, is also coming off a loss, but it's to Ozzy Diaz. This was an absolute war. An absolute war. A losing of brain cells. Showed complete heart from both of these dudes. I'm going to Jordan Santos, bro. I'm going to Jordan. Plus 260. I don't care. I don't even want to hear it. I'm going to Jordan Santos. Like, I actually don't even want to hear that. Seriously, I really don't. Asmat Bekhinov. Now we're just going to do this last fight, and more than likely, yeah, we're going to, we'll do the Kyle Propolek versus Drew Dober after Asmat. Asmat Bekhinov, it doesn't matter who he's fighting, man. We're a big fan of Asmat over here. You know, click the link in my click the description. All of my, social links are in there. I don't really follow a lot of MMA fighters on Twitter because I find them cringe. Like, their tweets are just, mega cringe most of the time, etc. Sean Strickland. Asmat's cool. I like Asmat. He's a pretty cool dude, bro. I hope he gets this done. I hope he gets this W, all right? Pretty sure he's fighting Khamzat Chimaev's training partner, or one of his training partners. Maybe I'm wrong. I have a pimple here. See that? You guys see that? Right there. All right. All right. We're going Asmat Bekhinov, bro, all day and night. Now, the last fight that we have for our locks of the week is Drew Dober versus Drew Dober versus Kyle Propolek. Now, Kyle Propolek is Canadian. Keep that in mind. Coming off of a lot. How many canceled fights does this dude have? Holy shit. Just off of seeing your resume like this, I'm not picking you. Absolutely. We're going Drew Dober. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. You know what I mean? But he is coming off of a loss against Benoit Saint-Denis. I don't know. I don't know if I want to pick this one. But I think I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I'm leaving that up to you. I'm leaving that shit up to you guys. Leave that fight up. I'm going Drew Dober. We're locking it in. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. We'll get rich one day. Drew Dober's minus 520? In what world? Bro lost his last how many fights? Bro's on a 3-fight losing streak. And he's a minus 400 something favorite. 500 something favorite. Bro, these are the locks of the week. That's it. These are our locks of the week. Mike Mallet. Marlon Chito Vera, Cody Gibson, Matt Steamroller Favola, Davey Grant, Jordan Santos, Asmat Bekhinov. Where is my RDR pick? Oh, Rainier up there. Hey, they hid Rainier de Ritter up there. They hit him up there. 9 leg. Let's see. I'll throw a little tenor on there. 2 bands? That's how you know this shit's gonna hit. 2 bands? I might have to put a 100 on there. Give me a ball. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong before I come up with 20 bans. I believe him. Hey, I'm locking this in right now. I'm out of here, boy. Like, comment, and subscribe, by the way.